We recorded 6 songs at this song, Maybe This Time, which was the first song I ever fully recorded, more so than just me singing with a guitar. So that was the first song. I think I wrote that and recorded that when I was a sophomore in high school. And that song came about because I was a sophomore in high school, and so I really desperately wanted to get the attention of girls. And so I told this one girl at this party that I said, oh, I wrote a song about you, which I didn't, it was a lie. She's like, oh, I'd love to hear it, like seriously. And then the next day she like texted me like, oh, when am I gonna get to hear the song? And sent it to her. I just recorded it on GarageBand, just like hit play and recorded it. And so that was how I made Maybe This Time. It's pretty obvious what the song's about. It's about like not being satisfied with your situation and wanting like, just that like hope that like, oh, maybe something will change even though I'm not really doing anything about it. That's the line. It's got the lottery ticket that I'm too scared to scratch. Like I got this thing, but I don't know if I wanna like actually go for it and try to change something. Only Pretending. Yeah, that song I also wrote this past semester. That's probably my second favorite song that we recorded. That song all started with, it was another 8 p.m. to 6 in the morning thing where it all started with that sequencer sound. And sort of I had this just idea of a song that just sort of just kind of builds gradually, and like instead of having like verse, chorus, it just goes verse, 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 and then finally builds up to the chorus at the end. And that idea is sort of modeled that after another artist, LCD Sound System, but sort of turned it from like a really cool rock song into sort of a more catchy pop song. Yeah, so Fine is like the most like kind of folky one that we did. The most just acoustic, pretty much straight up strummed acoustic guitar. And yeah, that one is just about just a night like in high school, but that's another one where it is separated, like looking back on it, and I feel like you sort of can write the most objectively if you're sort of separated for, you have a few years in between the experience and then you actually start writing the song. Another Case of Wine, which I wrote this past semester, that song was one of those that I recorded. I started at 8 p.m. and then wrote and recorded up until 6 in the morning. And then, so I went into this like basement area thing in Amherst where I record, and it was totally dark, and I walked out and it was morning and like birds were chirping, and I had that song finished. It's sort of like the whole thing with this demo, but I feel like it's most present in that song, like the irony of the way my voice sounds with what the lyrics are. And so it's like putting these really kind of sad, hopeless lyrics in this like really hopeful, upbeat, kind of sweet pop song. So I like that, but I don't know, I just think lyrically it's one of my better songs, and it's just one of the more honest and meaningful songs.
This feeling that I faded, it's another case of wine to pass away this time. So everything we've done has turned out wrong. Everything we said we do is one more thing we're trying to pretend was never there, and I don't think I care.